Happiness.
Happiness.
What?
What is happiness?
It's your mama.
How do we achieve happiness?
Yeah.
Let's focus.
Do it.
Happiness. What is happiness? How do we
Woo!
achieve happiness? How do we maintain happiness? What determines? What are the conditions that lead to happiness?
Marijuana.
Marijuana.
Money banana.
What are the conditions?
Hello, America.
What are the factors?
Pornography.
We've talked about these issues. We've talked about the issues of having and being.
A nice small head, dude.
Who are our sources? Let's just go ahead and write these out. Who
Freaking
do we
rock
have?
star, dude. Firefox. This is
What do we have?
Firefox. Safari.
My partner, Foley or
Tennyson?
From.
Well, from. And then in the from piece, we have three different worldviews. We have Tennyson.
Last guy.
Who else?
Buddha.
And from?
Martin Luther King.
Nice feel. I remember playing there.
Basho.
My nigga Martin Luther King, man.
Hang on. And then Goethe. Now look, here's how you pronounce his name. Okay?
And Bob Marley.
We got from. What else do we have?
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. Bob Marley.
So much trouble in this world.
What else do we have? We do have Buddha.
Malcolm.
Martin Luther King. I have a dream.
Is this one of them too?
That one dream shall be the dream.
No.
I got
A pornography dream.
But all pornography.
We got laces right here.
What else do we have?
You should make a video where they can speak like that.
I have a
All
pornography
pornography
dream.
will be anal.
What? What'd you say?
Hey, write these down. Write these down.
Man, anybody got any charcoal? Charcoal?
Other sources we've got.
It's my sweatshirt, by the way. Where'd you
How
find
about
that?
the MLA, this one?
I gave them.
No.
Fire a rich
It's
man.
one of it.
Yeah. Right, we talked about that one. The APA online, American Psychological
Nice, man.
Association.
Did you get the cum stains
Keeps
out
you
of it?
warm, dude.
Expect to wash for next week. Thanks. You look
Yeah,
good
this
for a week,
is,
though.
Next week?
dude.
Pretty production for my face.
I was thinking I'm gonna be here next week.
Listen up. Listen up. These are, we're listing here all the sources.
I got 'em.
APA online.
What's
What
APA?
did I say up top? Conditions of what? What did I say?
What is it? Conditions, factors. Factors that contribute to happiness or detract from happiness. We have this philosophical idea of having versus being. For Fromm, a lot of it pivots on this balancing act between having and being. And even when we get to the American Psychological Association, which is contemporary, right, which
Alright, so nobody got
isn't some old guy writing something
I gotta take
stuff.
damn notes. And
We
nobody got
see
any
having
charcoal?
and being. The other article we've got
Any charcoal?
in this packet from
He's close, man. I'm still almost died right there. Lucky you wearing it. I had one.
Marcelo Kobe.
Lucky you're wearing that, man.
We also have
Like that.
we also have your song.
Woo! That's hella gay, man. That's hella gay, man. You doing, dude?
Okay. Now it's simple. Now it's simple.
Hey, man, I can't even see that far. Sometime. Do some notes on Two.
Yeah. Your song. You pick a song.
Thanks, man.
On happy, no, on having or being. A song that like for example, we talked about, I basically used Bob Marley as my example, right? As my song. So we had time in class on Friday, go online, find some songs, listen to some songs that represent that same sort of thing. Now look,
Yeah, you tell me
here's
this
where
thing
we
is
are.
laced. Tell me this is laced.
What your song was he got again?
One of them. But I used the Bob Marley I gave you the handout. Right? We
Good
talked
orange.
about it. Okay, check it out. Check it out. You. 4 to 5 pages explaining how one achieves happiness.
Let's look at
Okay. Our view of happiness, right?
How does one achieve happiness?
Crazy
So
Man.
what's our philosophy on happiness?
Yeah.
Masturbation.
Hello, America.
Yeah. How does one achieve happiness? Simple, not necessarily a simple question. Simple
What
question,
the
but
heck?
complex, right? Now you got to get from here. You got to get from here
Buddha.
through here to your essay.
Oh, all right. So you just want us to write the essay?
The point is the best essays are going to take into consideration everything, the complexity of the issue. And so
Complexity.
some of the things we talked about are conditions that lead to happiness, factors that influence happiness, what is happiness, the issue of having and being that Eric Fromm talks about. So you're going to have to work your way through all this. We got song lyrics, you've got your own song that you've selected. How are you going to use this information to present your philosophy?
Big
For real.
What we doing right now?
Hey,
Yo, done, son.
Hey,
The heck, you?
when you're in, listen,
Don't throw my hat, dude.
listen.
focus up.
When you're in other classes
Almost did. You almost died.
and you say you're in a history class or you're in an ethnic studies class or you're in these other classes and they give you information to read and focus on, a lot of times this is all they do. They just say, okay, here's your
Hello,
stuff.
America.
Go ahead and
It's
read
Tommy
it and
Dan.
write your essay. So what we've got here is just a basic outline. I mean, the question that you have to answer, all the different sources
Oh,
that
snap.
you need to contextualize your answer
You
in,
make me
and then ultimately arrive at your philosophy. So now what do you need to do? What do you need to do
Analyze
to get this essay?
Analyze.
So you need
Analyze.
to, what are some things you need to do? You gotta analyze the information.
Analyze. Analyze.
Put in your own thoughts.
Think about what makes you happy. But is the essay about what makes you happy?
Analyze.
It's according to all
So
of these
Vato.
different philosophers and thinkers. How does one achieve happiness? Now there might be some personal ideas you've got, insights you have, but ultimately it's also you have to contextualize it in these readings. So now what are you going to focus on? How are you going to do it? Go back, look over the readings maybe, take careful notes, look for patterns, look for different themes that come up. We have this whole issue of having versus being. Maybe there's something in that you can use. We talked about the conditions
phone's
that lead to
going off.
happiness. According to Buddha, what are some of the conditions? Or according to Tennyson, or Basho, or Goethe, or Bob Marley, or your own song.
No war.
What are the conditions? What are the factors that shape it? Ultimately, it's up to you now. You're on your own. So I'll give you half an hour, starting right now, to do whatever it is you need to do. Now, if you've done your homework that I've assigned you, you should have already at least a couple pages outlined or drafted.
What?
So if you need to,
Do
go look
homework?
at that draft, see how you're gonna
5:15 's
maybe
gonna try.
reorganize that or add some information to that. Or maybe
4:15 's
quietly
waking
and
them
just get
up.
some reading.
I'm
Whatever
going
it
to
is,
start
whatever it
waking
is,
them up.
you've got half an hour to get started. Now, one other thing. We have class on Wednesday.
What?
And then we have 2 weeks
Before
after
Thanksgiving?
that, and that's it, and we're done.
Hell yeah.
And for the most part, I'm done too.
Sucks balls.
I mean, we're not gonna,
Tedious task.
there's no more
You fool.
nifty lesson plans, there's no
Simply
more,
click
it's
on
just
the
simply
square.
come to class and get your essays done.
Press the big button to continue.
We
That's
gotta
it,
find
you're
this
done.
time.
Press the rectangle.
Nope.
Press the up button twice.
So now, like, let's remember, let's not fuck this up in the last 2 weeks.
God.
Let's just take care of our business. We only got about 6 more class meetings and we're done.
Alright, man. I need to plan this.
So get here, and we can get these essays
Green
done,
button
we can
once.
help each other out,
Green
basically
button.
make the next 2
Press
weeks
the
kind
blue
of
button
just
3 times.
sort of
to
study
get
groups to get this shit taken care of.
We really
can't be wrong.
3, 4.
put in the little
What?
Essay tracker.
Earthquake!
Press the blue button 3 times, then the orange button. Oh,
Let's go, let's work.
3.
And we're done.